Employees asking the same question again and again. Let's build a no-code employee portal app that puts everything they need in one place. So follow me to my desktop right now. What's up, everyone? I'm going to show you right now how to build your employee portal app right here with no coding knowledge at all. It's going to be super easy. So follow me. Let's go ahead and get started and jump into our dashboard. And we have three options to get started. You got the option to start with AI, which is one of my personal favorites. You can just tell it what you need and it's going to start building the portal for you. The other option is to get started with a template. So in this case, let's search for employee, and there's several options available that might fit our needs. So there's a project management tool, there's an employee timesheet, equipment tracking, field service tracking, and just several options available for templates that might fit our needs. And the third option is to import your data. That means that if you have data from other applications, databases, and you want to bring them inside of Knack, it is possible through a CSV, Google Sheets, and Excel, and other options available. Now, in this case, I'm going to use generate with AI because I want to tell it what I need. So in this case, let's go ahead and add our details here. And what I've done here is tell it an overall idea what I need for my employee portal. The good thing about this is that it's going to understand the areas that I need. So it's going to create the databases and the user roles that I might need. So let's go ahead and create the portal. And in a few minutes, we're going to have this portal ready to go. So let's wait. Here we go. Our employee portal is now ready, and it created for us 4 data tables, 5 pages, and 3 user roles. So let's get started. And the first thing we are going to view is the pages that are created in our portal. Now, the first thing I want to show you is the live application. So let's go into live app. And right now we have an employee portal ready to go with demo data to get started. Remember, we used AI so it knows our needs. We have our dashboard with details of our employees. We got our employees tab here where we have details for the list of employees that we have available here. We got the managers tab, departments, company policies, training materials, and we can really expand our portal depending on our needs. Now, the good thing about this is that we can modify every single aspect of our portal. So if we need to remove some details or add more, it is possible. So right now we are located in the dashboard section, and we are viewing these sections that the dashboard has. We can go ahead and select the whole section and make some modifications to change the layout. We can go ahead and click on this section to modify title and description, charts and configuration, or select one of the actual graphs here, and we can modify this one with a detail. So I've just selected it. We got our general details here. We have our data display and the filtering. So all of this can be modified. And yes, I can remove, and yes, I can move this to a different section, and everything's super smooth without any developer skills needed. Now that is for the dashboard, and there's several pages available here. In this case, I'm not going to save this, but we can modify every single aspect of the pages and even create new pages. And if I need a new page, I'll click on the plus button and I have the option to create a brand new page here. Now, I want to lock these pages because I don't want everyone to have access to this. That is possible by clicking on the option right here. I'm going to go ahead and protect page with login. And in this case, yes, I do want the users to register in order to access this section. And this is just a specific section. And yes, pending approval in case you want to enable that. And you have the option to lock this for all users or specific user roles only. So I can say only employees will have access to this section, or only the administrators. And it's just an example to give you here. I'll add the lock right here, and we're going to display a little lock now. So now this page is locked. So that's the employees login section. Now, if you want to lock all the pages, that is possible too by clicking on the gear icon, going into user logins, and I'm going to secure individual pages with the same login. This will lock all the pages. Now, afterwards, we can go ahead and designate who will have access to each one of these sections by changing the access over here. And also on the user roles, we're able to change access to give them access to different sections. Now let's go check out the user roles. In this section, we're able to view a list of all the users that we have available here. Now, Knack AI created for us 3 user roles because we told it that we needed this. So we got a user role for the employees, for the managers, and the administrators. Now, if you need a brand new role because you thought of this later on, not to worry, just go ahead and click on plus role, add the user role, and you'll be good to go to add the fields needed for that new user role. In this case, let's go ahead and select employees to understand how this works. Now, employees have fields required for them. That means that these details are needed for us to capture the information that might be needed. In this case, there's fields for the name, the email, even more advanced, for example, departments, the managers, total training materials, total announcements, etc. If I need to remove these because I don't need them, I can just go ahead and delete the field. Or if I need a brand new field, go ahead and click on Add Field. You have several options available for data types here, for example, emails, persons, rich text, and just several advanced options that you might need for the employees in this case. Now, there's several options on the right that are super important. You got the connection fields here. So that means that in this case, the employees have a connection with training materials and the announcements. I can add a brand new connection by clicking on Add New Connection and going through the process. Now, this will connect them to different sections of the actual portal. And on the right, we also have validation rules, we have conditional rules, and tasks that we can go ahead and take advantage of these tools to automate or take advantage of the conditional logic. Now, that is for the user roles. On the left here, we have tables. Now, tables are where the actual data is stored. So this is a super important and crucial part of your portal. So in this case, we have departments, company policies, training materials, and announcements. But if we need a brand new table because we need more details that are separated to these, I go ahead and click on Add a Table. Go ahead and select the option to start this table so I can bring in details from Google Sheets, a pre-made table, an Excel, or a blank table. So that means that if you are using another data table, you can go ahead and bring it inside of here really easily. Now, in this case, we have records and we have the fields. Again, fields are the details that are required for each one of these specific tables. If we need a brand new field because we need more details for the departments in this case, I go ahead and click on Add Field and go ahead and select the data type that I need. Go ahead and give it a name and the details here to make it required and other options available here. Go ahead and save this and you'll have a new field for this to be in the record. So now we have a new field to request in case we need to, okay? And also on the right, we have the connection options. We have the validation rules, conditional rules, and the task for the tables. So several available options to make your employee portal really personalized. We also have the option to change the style. So if you want to change the look and style of your portal, that is possible. So here in the themes, I'm going to select the active theme in this case, and I have the option to modify the style and the layout. So I can change colors, titles, logos, and change it to my own branding colors. And all of that is possible here in the themes. And on the left, we also have the option for flows. So this gives us the option to automate certain aspects of the portal right here. I can go ahead and start from scratch, but I do recommend that you get started with a template to understand how to make your first connection with flows. And there's several available templates here like Google Sheets, Google Drive, Google Contacts, and Knack connections that you can install and go through the process of setting this up. And last but not least, I recommend that you go to settings and set up everything you need right here. So building a no-code solution application for your employee portal is totally doable by anyone. No developer or designer skills required to build this portal right now. So definitely get started right now. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification to get notified when new videos come out. And that is a wrap.